am I going to have to resend it to you?
No, it's okay. I can just go to your channel and
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
It might cut out again, but just a heads up.
I'm recording on the sideline, so if the stream just doesn't work when we still have a recording, then put that up after Grace is done.
Yeah. We're pretty much going to probably have a Matthew and Ty's little moment a couple of seasons ago, which has done 3 streams in one race.
I think I had 4 streams last season in Canada.
I think it was Bahrain. Oh, last season she said, yeah, okay.
Yeah, multiple races to be honest.
Yeah, this game has its moments. As the clock is now counting down, the drivers are ready.
Okay.
As I believe we have our 14 drivers. Is Glowstick here? Yes, he is. So we've got our 14 drivers. Lovely.
The stream is back up again.
And away we go for our pre-season in the USA. So yeah, I do apologise for the people that are watching the stream at the same time. This probably won't be the last time I will have a crash on the stream. Which I do apologise, but it's just how the world works for me. But I try and get it up and running as quick as I can. Hopefully to not miss any action. So yeah, here we go, pre-season in the USA with a clear skies ahead of us. And I'm going to go straight to the predictions of who do you think might challenge for pole here?
I already forgot half of the that are on the grid.
Well, you can tell you're rusty, aren't you?
My memory has always been shite. Let's see who we have.
And
Let me take a look at who we have, and then I'm going to make my prediction.
And you're with the expert who you can read names properly. This is a great combination. Well, we do have Bobby, Rubens, Arno, Glowstick, Football, Ed Sachs, all these big names, and obviously FRL Charlie, Mano and Rackler. It's really a mix-up grid compared to last season. I believe it's some down from F1, I believe some of them are down here, and people from F3 as well. So I don't know who's going to take pole here. We just have to wait and see, basically.
I'm going to put... I think either... It might sound stupid, but I think either Cassidy, Sen or Brewer could get pole, because Cassidy, in those last few races of last season in F3, has shown some incredible pace, unlike his teammate.
I wonder who that could be.
He could be. I think he could be a contender for pole.
Well, we do see some people on the medium tyre, which I don't know if that's wise, because I'm pretty sure you can start on any tyre you want.
Yeah.
So you might as well...
I just want to save a soft for later on the race, because I honestly have no idea what the strategy is around this track.
Well, I'm pretty sure this was the first track that you were allowed to use 2 medium tyres from the update. So, unless I was wrong, but thankfully we have got 2 medium sets. Otherwise, it would have just been a normal strategy for everyone. So there's going to be a lot of different strategies, I believe.
Yeah. I was just watching Textrex warm up his tyres down the back straight very aggressively and hitting the wall. Luckily for the drivers, very important to point out. Damage is turned off, and so is the safety car, I do believe, and Textrex as well. But yeah, damage and safety car. Actually, is the safety car turned off? Oh no,
yes.
Safety car is... no, safety car is off, yeah. So safety car and damage are turned off. So it's really going to be about pace. Hopefully we not see too many crashes. But we have, I think it's with Poshboy starting this lap as the first driver, coming towards turn 1, taking second gear. It's on the mediums. It's going to be very difficult for him not to follow this lap. Coming towards SVS is now reminiscent of Magazine Backers in Silverstone. Takes the curves, but it's quite slow through there as expected from him. Coming through turns 8 and 9, could have taken more curb there. Lots of understeer on those mediums, so not looking like the best of laps right now. Coming down towards turn 11, gets the apex nicely and now on throttle. Nice throttle application as he's blinded by the low standing sun. Looks kind of beautiful though.
Yeah, it looks really good, but I don't think it's going to help the driver's vision too much, especially when you come into the braking point, which is now.
Yeah, that's his braking point. That was a nice cut on the corner.
Yeah, he was lucky that. It looked like he was going to be in elevation. But he's got fastest middle sector of all on the medium tyre, as we have yellow flags as people are slowing down. But you still got a clear check ahead of him. Around this long...
last sector so far.
Oh, he's spun.
And yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Nice 360 though. There's a... let's see, that Alpine is just starting his lap, I think. That's football. I think Nisano is next one to come.
Well, Bobby's got his lap in, cut it off. As we see, was that a purple sector from Rubens? No, it wasn't. No, it was a purple sector from Arno, so he could go quicker. Then
35.6, that's incredibly slow.
Well, we have to watch out for Arno here, who has gone purple in the middle sector, as Exact goes faster with a 34.5. Yeah. Let's watch Arno coming up to the line. Is he going to be in the low 34s? He goes 33s. First man in the 33s, and then
from Sadamano.
Only a tenth faster, so quite close between these two.
Sen has lost the same place as the other McLaren driver. So the McLaren's doing some spinneroonies. So who's next one to come? Of course, I think Ruben is about to finish his lap. Coming to the final corner, getting blinded by the sun. That's the apex. A little bit squirrely on exit.
Goes P4. A second down. Hopefully he can go faster than that. And I believe who's the next person? Looks like a Ferrari.
Let's see, that's Cassidy starting his lap behind him.
Oh, he's starting his lap, so he must be football. Yep.
Yeah, the guy coming up from F4, so interesting to see what he can do in F2.
That is a big leap from F4 to F2.
Yeah,
as he goes P3, 3/10 behind. Not a bad lap from him.
Yeah. So we got Edzak, but Edzak is not pushing, he's coming in.
I think Bobby's pushing behind in the other Ferrari. Only a decent sector time. Yeah, and he's harvesting as well. So I don't know if this is going to be a great lap from him. Unless this could be his lap now.
Yeah, I think he made some kind of mistake and is not starting yet.
We have some people in the last sector. I think that's... Who else is on lap?
Texworks doesn't seem to be pushing.
He looks like he's pushing, unless that's me. No, he's harvesting, so he must be coming in. Made a little mistake. So I think the next guy is probably Cassidy. Yep. See what his middle sector is. Cut the corner there, but he managed to get away with it. From 1 minute 3, and he's gone for the fastest. He got an invalidation, so he must have cut a corner. But he went purple, so he might have a contention for pole.
Texworks pits. I think nobody else is on the left right now.
So it could be Bobby. Bobby could be on a charge now, as he is using battery and DRS wide open. So we can see what he can do if he can challenge for pole.
Yeah.
Didn't cut the corner there.
Purple, but I'm not sure if that's a legitimate purple. The game is just trying to fool us.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed that, have they? Lovely game. But he was a 1-4 in the middle sector. Keep it nice and gently on the throttle through this long right-hander. Don't lose the back end too much to lose tyre temps.
Didn't quite hit the apex band, is coming into the pits because he knows it isn't going to be a good lap.
Quite strange about that. As we see, Ed Zaki is now out on an outlap. First guy in the top 5 to do so, followed by Arno. So this could
Charlie's
be...
on the lap.
But again on the medium tyres, I don't know why he's on these, to be honest.
I think he wants to save his softs for the race, but I'm not sure if his softs are going good. But that's a good middle sector, 103.3. He's looking quite fast on those mediums if you can just hold it through that long right-hander now.
Let's go on board with him. Let's see if he lets off the throttle, which he does. Only just a little quarter of it. Hopefully he's got the fuel to make it, of course, because he's flushing really a lot. Keep it in the track limits, of course. Hog that curb to get the nice entrance in the last corner. Nice exit. He's gone P3 on the mediums. Less than 3/10 away from pole. That's a very good lap.
Very impressive. I read just before the quality session started, someone asking in the view of two chat, how did Charlie get in here? I guess that's how. Seems to have some decent pace overall.
Well, again, this is only pre-season, so there might be still changes for drivers in which division.
Yeah. Costa's looking quick. Costa could be going forward here. With the final corner. And he lost in the last sector. 4/10 down. This middle sector looked quite good though.
Yeah, very nice. As Edzak has started his lap, let's see what his first time is. He's just a couple thousand down from his previous time, so we need to just keep an eye on him and see if he does improve in the middle sector. Who else is on a lap near the end? Looks like one of the Hasses.
Yeah.
Smallin, which I believe, yeah. Dingo Purple in the middle sector. But
that's
nice
and... for the second to last corner.
Yeah, keep it on that white line, make sure the tyres are still in track limits. And he goes P3 ahead of Charlie. He's really close between the top 6 here, less than half a second in it.
I'm quite surprised that Charlie actually managed
hello.
to...
Arno has spun at the exit of the second sector up the hill. So those tyres are gone. Hopefully you can have another run of these tyres, but we know every time you would spin, as Senna goes pole in the other McLaren.
Good job from him. Meanwhile, Sadio is just starting his lap right in front of him.
Hopefully he won't get in the way, because obviously if you collect the dirty air, the front end will get away from you ever so slightly.
He has quite a bit of traffic ahead of him. I think that's a Haas and Nisano. That's Texfax is also on the lap, but he's invalidated. Oh, and Texfax has spun and crashed. Gotta be careful now in the rejoin. Great, let's everybody pass. That's good. I didn't see what Sadio's second split was, so I'm not sure if he's improving or not.
Let's see, Rubens is on a lap as well. Let's see if Arno going to start another lap on these tyres that he has spin on. Yes, he is. So he's going to have another shot on these tyres. Hopefully there's not too much life out coming out. Had a little bit of a wobble on the exit, but I think that's problem done for these tyres for him. As we see,
is 2,000 slower than his personal best, but he did go purple in the middle sector.
Oh, and he spins.
Oh.
Exactly where Charlie spun as well. The back end stepped away from him. Hopefully people can avoid him, because there's a lot of cars coming his way. Which was Rubens, the first guy. Has he improved his time despite that little setback from Rackler? Which he does, goes P7. Here's Ferrari behind him, which I believe is Bobby.
He's looking good.
Hopefully he can get a nice competitive time in. P2. Very nice. And T-Rex has spun on the going past the stadium section in the middle last sector. I'm going to go with the stadium section anyway. As Cassidy didn't really improve. I think he's down in 12th, unless he's going to go again on these tyres. Let's just see how much time it is. It's 5 minutes ago, so everyone's got another run in.
Rackler's coming to the line, he's looking good. Oh, but he overshot the last corner massively. Lost a lot of time and he's angry with himself. Misano's invalidated. quite a lot of guys struggling to actually keep it within track limits. Arno is not on a good lap.
Well,
Charlie is on a terrible lap.
Well, Arno is still pushing by the looks of it, I believe. No, he's not. He's going to come into the pits. But we see Charlie is going to start his flying lap on a brand new set of SOS now. So, it's a bit of a waste of time putting the mediums on, if I'm brutally honest.
Maybe he's just doing the speed strategy of old, do a bunch of laps on the harder tires just to get the feel.
Can do. I mean, let's see if there's anyone else on a flying lap near the last sector, which I believe is a Mercedes. Nope.
Like only half a second down, so if you can stitch this lap together, he should definitely be a contender for pole. And looking at his first sector, that looks very neat.
Yeah, it looks like Charlie is the one on a flying lap at this minute, so we'll just stay on him for now, unless there's any changes on the timing sheet. Did he go fastest in the in the first sector?
I did not pay attention. I don't think he went purple. I'm not sure by how much he's up on his time. We're going to check the second sector in a minute. He's getting past turn 12. Hits his backing spot, turns in nice and early, cuts the curb without validating. Yes, the corner nails down. And that is purple, and I think that's literally with almost 4 tenths up coming to the final sector. This should be pulled if you can just stick it together.
See yellow flags in the middle sector, which is the Mercedes of Evil Zig, I believe. No, it's not. It's the other guy. So I can't pronounce his name. But let's go back on Charlie. Still underfuel his car to get this lap in. Just keep it in track limits. Keep it on the curb. Make sure you don't lose the back end to put your power down. He doesn't. He keeps it in, and that's pole position. It's a McLaren 1-2 at the moment. Remind you of anyone?
I was about to say that, it's like the good old days. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see.
Well, we see.
He just started his lap.
He's on an out lap.
He's also starting his lap.
Well, we see Bulow starting a flying lap. I don't know if anyone else is on a flying lap up the road.
Ezek right behind him. I think Zook is on a flying lap right now.
Okay, we'll go board on him. He's 2 tenths up on his previous time, down in 14th. So that will probably put him in top 10 range. Let's see if he keeps it together. Used a quiet
right with long right hand down.
Yeah, make sure you don't need that sausage go, because that will just bounce you over the track, hopefully not getting track limits. Nice and tidy in the last corner, up to P. Lost time actually. Oh no, he didn't lose time. That's just me not looking properly. But yeah, P13. Hopefully he's got a time to go for one more lap. But let's look at Bulow. As Cassidy retires in the pits, he's had enough. Unless I don't think he's got any more tyres left, so that's pretty understandable. Bulow is matching his personal best, only a couple thousands down.
Ezek is going purple in the middle sector, that might be legitimate, but he's still about 2 tenths down on the pole lap overall.
Well, Bulow is ahead of him, so we'll keep an eye on him to see where his time is. Ezek is literally behind him, but he goes wide. I think he got distracted by the McLaren.
How is that still valid?
I don't know. He doesn't improve though, but if that did improve, I think that would have been questionable. Even if it is pre-season. Yeah, P6, 6 tenths off. That's really good. As we see Mano in the last sector, but he spins again. I'm not really giving him much luck here, am I? Every time I'm on board with him, he just spins. But it's mainly in that last sector as well, so he's quite happy on the throttle. As Charlie retires, he feels like that's enough for pole. As Smalling, there's a lot of traffic.
All the traffic. Oh, that just ruined his tyre lap.
Well,
so unlucky.
Mano already spun, so this lap wouldn't be married as he spins again with frustration, I believe.
Right.
As the Haas boys are about to start their flying lap.
Start.
As Evil 6 retired. Ooh, Smalling's hit the wall, starting his flying lap. Probably have front wing damage as well, as he does a lovely show for the crowd, ready for the new season, getting all hyped up.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't Yeah,
But
it's going to distract drivers coming past now.
yeah, hopefully it won't be distracting for other drivers completing their lap. But thankfully he got it going, but I'm pretty sure that's qualifying done for him. They're up in P7.
Do you have anybody coming to the line? We got Buelow, Ruben, who's up by 200s.
Well, Arno is starting his lap. So Senna, Bobby as well, they're all in the first sector.
So I think Ruben's the first one to finish his lap. So what he can do, he might be able to improve to P8, P7. A little bit of a wiggle on the exit of turn 19. Oh, and he almost
little bit of
loses
wiggle.
in the final corner.
Well, there's now people behind him. Where's he going to go? Glow stick. He doesn't improve his position. Stays in 14th. Rackler has had enough as well. He's stuck in 15th. Not a really good start for him. Let's just see the AlphaTauri. Is he going to improve position?
15.
Yeah, he improves by 1. What about T-Rex? Is he going to... Oh, a little bit of wiggle. He's losing tyre temps, I believe, on that rear. Just
Could be decent, could be top 10.
P11 from T-Rex. Good lap for him.
Yeah, definitely solid from him. Football Nitro, he's up by 3 times for the middle sector. Coming towards turn 19 now.
Could be good for top 5 here. Hopefully he can keep it together. There's Buell over tyres. Looks like he crashed on the main straight there. On the back straight, sorry.
Football.
Goes P3. Good luck for him. Here comes Bobby. Stays in P4. Mano is stuck in P5. What about Arno now? Is he finally going to get that lap in now?
Validated. So like as Arno validated there.
Don't know if he improved. No, he goes P2.
So he's splitting the two
McLarens.
And it's a posh boy with 4. Nobody saw that coming.
Oh god, he's going to be happy unless he makes a mistake in the race, which I'm
God,
not.
imagine how annoying he's going to be about that.
Well, there you go. We have Charlie, Arno, Senna, Football Bobby, Sergio Mano, Ed Sachs, Smalling, and Rubens, and Ephrael Kais.
Costa.
I say Costa. That's your top 10, covered just by over 8 tenths. So it's quite close in this grid, which I'm very happy to see. What was your predictions in that quali? Because I never gave mine.
I think I said either Cassidy or Buelow or Sang.
In that top 3, and
Sen was in the top 3, so...
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to Bueller at the end, and obviously Cassidy retired in the pits, down in 13th, I believe. So not really good qualifying from him, but like I said, it's only pre-season. It's not a very serious race, but it's just so everyone is up to speed in the same pace, basically. That didn't make any sense. It made sense in my head, but when I came out, it didn't make sense at all. But hopefully everyone's really close together, and qualifying has certainly proved that indeed. But nice blue skies in the USA as everyone starts on the formation lap, and it looks like Charlie is on the hard tyres. Let's get the tyres out.
Yeah, Charlie on the hards, and then we got Buelow, Cassidy, Zook, and Glowstick right in the back on the hards as well. Everybody else on mediums. Oh, and Smalley almost loses it through turn 2. Gotta be careful not to collide with anybody.
Yeah, no colliding, guys. It's the last thing anyone does, especially you don't want to start on cold tyres going up that hill as well.
Yeah,
As we see, who's that right at the back there? Looks like a Williams, which is Buelow.
I think Buelow, yeah, I think he's got some kind of problem.
Starting on the hard tyres as well. I mean, if he has spun, his tyres are definitely up to temperature. I did got. Yeah, I got them
to collide.
I got a glimpse of one of them on the grass head before the back straight, so that's a good start from them too. Especially from Bobby, who is probably going to be a sitting duck up in P5 going up the hill, so. But I think Arno is going to try and get that perfect launch to get ahead of Charlie, because obviously Charlie is on the hard tyres, so he will be struggling. I don't know, is there about a second a lap between? Oh dear. Sen has spun.
Yeah, I think in the race it's like a 7/10, maybe a second per lap between the Haas and the mediums, especially in that first sector. They're going to feel it, and that's still hard towards the end as well.
Yeah, by the way, take it easy, Sen. I know you want to try and get you in position, but don't take the life out of the tyres. Just try and get you. Yeah, which he doesn't beautifully, so that's a good. Speaking of beautifully, Smallin has had a mistake.
As Manuel spun. Come on, guys. We have been racing for 1 week, and all of a sudden you don't even remember how to do a formation yet.
This is F2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Former F3 with most of the drivers in here, so everybody explains it.
Right, and obviously, right. Well, we're finally about to get underway of this pre-season race in...
Very quickly, who will win?
I think Arno.
Okay, I think Charlie.
Okay, we'll find out. My money's on Arno. As we see, 5 red lights. Lights out of where we go, and Charlie, what a poor camera angle this is. There we go, but Senna's got a good start.
Well.
He's going to go around the outside of Arno.
Can't make it, Sen got him around.
And he does little contact between the Hasses at the back.
But everybody's still facing the right way from now.
Yeah, oh, Cassidy's fun.
Why, Cassidy?
Cassidy, come on, man. I'm trying to root you on here. Oh, well, we see a contact behind. That's Rackler. And
Misano as well. Them two collided in the middle of the Estes, so that's not good from that too. Meanwhile, McLaren 1-2. Are there going to be any team orders, any kind of strategy? Of course, it is only pre-season, so...
Well, exactly. I mean, with pre-season... Well, exactly. I know it's only pre-season, but this will actually get to know of what strategy knows... which driver knows best on strategy-wise, and actually can they actually work together. Like, treat this as an actual race, and just see what happens, really.
Costa is getting 2 positions in 1 corner, or there's other cars having a look, not quite. Texax trying to fight back, and there comes the Ferrari up the inside, and he's... Yeah, that was some bobble there. It's diving down the inside.
Oh, down the inside, Rex! It's going down the inside of Costa.
Good job from him.
Lovely move, no contact as well, so good clean driving. And as soon as he made the move, he spun. A few drivers have spun actually. Both Hasses.
Sen.
Oh no, Sen.
He's way out.
How did he lose it? He lost it where the Haas drivers left it, but I don't know, how did he end up right around there? But now he's pretty much plumb last. Well, at the back of the field at least, and he's still trying to get temperature in these tyres back. Hopefully everyone can keep on the track, but Charlie leads now, followed by Football. Where's Arno? Arno's fallen down, he's down 11th.
What happened there? We turned away for 1 second. Everybody is just losing it everywhere. We have about half the grid. We're still not lap 1.
Oh, Rackler's cutting corners there just to stay with Arno, I believe. This is giving me a workout just to find out who's battling, who's not. But Charlie has literally got he's got a second over Football already on the hard tyres, so he's starting pretty well. Top 3 are pretty much simple line of stern, followed by Exide in 4th with Buelow and Costa behind him. It looks like Costa's going to have a run on Buelow as he goes down the...
Buelow is going to try to do the switchback. Is there going to be enough space? Just about. Good racing from them too, but Buelow on goes hard. Not making it work yet. But very good first step from Buelow. He made up, I think,
but Buelow's coming back. Going to go round the outside, I believe. Trying to make Costa go deep.
Now he's going to try to do a Sebastian Vettel and get him around the outside, but Costa on the mediums. Oh, but he actually goes right. That's a massive switchback from Buelow.
He's still there though.
Side.
Yeah, just
work as if another spin. That's Molly in the back spun round.
Well, there's a good battle between Costa and Buelow, putting a good show so far. Obviously, he's on the mediums, Costa. Buelow is on the hards, so he will benefit better near the end of the race. So good from him. As you see, Football's getting under pressure now by Mano. Ever so slightly. Obviously Charlie is slowly getting away, which is
quite surprising to be honest, on the hard.
yeah.
And
Football had a little bit of a moment there that's going to compromise his exit. He
bunch of
managed
time penalties already.
on lap 3. Couple of drivers have Smalling.
We got Misano so far, but it's the second penalty. Weckler though, Weckler Sadio. Now with DRS, it's surely going to get Football.
Yeah, with ERS as well, Football is not using any. So he's probably thinking about the long run here. There's a nice, simple, clean move with Mano taking P2. Right, has he got the tyres to hunt down Charlie just to stay with him? But we'll see.
Actually, Mano is on 10%, Charlie is on 67. I'm just enjoying life right now.
I'm glad he's happy for once. But that's so far, but I could be jinxing him. Hopefully you're not watching the stream.
But it's going to be mad at us again. Let's see, meanwhile Ruben and Texax having
I think there's been wheel contact between the pair of them, as they are both on the medium compound. As he spawns again, T-Rex.
What are you doing?
His tyres must be shot right now, because I'm pretty sure he hasn't pitted either.
Yeah,
so,
but like his second or third spin in 3 laps. It's almost like he's reincarnated this like the old days.
And Smalling is running wide on the second to last corner, like what Bulow did in qualifying. I don't know if that's a tactic move, but either way I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah. I mean, if it's an exploit, then they're definitely gonna add that to the director's notes once we race here in the actual season.
Well, I think there's going to be round 2 between the top for second place here, as we see yellow flags in the first sector, which is Smalling again, which is both houses are not having a good race so far, as Glowstick picks up a 3-second penalty. But now here comes Football to take back P2. It could be a swap and change between these two here, but if these guys keep battling, it's going to bring Edzax into play, followed by Costa and Bobby, and Bulow is having a challenge. Bobby, I don't know if Bobby actually got past Bulow, to be honest. I think he was behind him.
I don't think he caught that, because there was just so much happening as Molly gets penalty for colliding with Misano. Oh, and Bulow just fighting his way past Bobby there.
And Smalling has spun again. This is not a good race for us at all. Pretty much 2022. Oh, is someone spun in the background? No. I think that's just the poster I'm seeing. The second to last corner. My bad. But thankfully there's no crashes at this point now, as Costa is trying to hold on to Edzax here for P4.
Bobby's going for it on Bulow again around the outside of turn 1.
Senna puts the fastest lap now.
Got him.
So he's got his tyres nice and calm now. Hopefully he can now push and try and get Rubens for P12.
And I think Football is putting the pressure on Charlie now, just 1.2 seconds again, about 6/10 there.
That's right, Clark gets another 3-second penalty. I think that's 6 in total. Oh, and Glowstick has spun in the first sector. And that's on the hard tyres as well. Oh, just still ghosting when Casti was coming by, who's also on the hard tyres.
Question about it. But Football and Sadio catching up to Charlie now. I think Sadio's just going to stay behind Football for a second. Make sure that they both stay in touch with Charlie out front.
Well, if I was Mano, I'll probably just sit behind and just save your battery. Especially if Charlie is pretty much in range, you can use it much simply, if that's what you call it. Because Charlie is still just chilling with ERS. I think he's pretty calm. Especially he's on the hard tyres, so I think he knows he's in a good place for now. But we have to just wait and see. As we see, spinning the sector 3.
Bobby. No, but Sadio. Sadio spun around. And rejoins in P6.
Oh, Rubens has spun as well.
And Cassidy behind him as well in Sympathy.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, Cassie's ghosted. As T-Rex just goes through. Rubens is in the pits. I don't know if that's a change of tyres or an early retirement. He's got a 5-second penalty, so it's probably an early bar for Rubens.
2 retirements already, that's not looking good.
Yeah, by the way, if people are watching, just a reminder, there is no damage or safety car. It's just a pure race to the finish. So, as Evil Zook has got a 3-second penalty as well. Only 4 drivers has got penalties so far, despite all the spins we've seen as well. Looks like Arno is slowly closing to Evil Zook. He's 7/10 behind. With Evil Zook has got 10% of battery, so he's going to be quite slow on the straight. So Arno might have a good chance taking him, not maybe this lap, but the next lap. He might have a go here actually. He's closing up pretty quick, but he's not, as Buelow gets a 3-second penalty. Tried to stay with Mano, who is just falling out of.
Bobby with big fight in sector 3. Bobby got him, but Costa with the switchback now. Going side by side, returns 16, 17 and 18. Costa on the outside, counting it around the outside. Bobby stays in front, we have another spin, and that's Marco again spun around. In the same corner as before.
Yeah, it's not really having a good. John's not really having a good day at that corner, is he? As he comes in the pits as well.
Don't have his timing as well.
Is that going to be another early bath? Yes, it is.
Yep.
So quite a lot of retirements, which is unfortunate. But like I said, it's only pre-season. People are just learning new setups, I believe, and obviously getting used to your surroundings. As Bobby picks up a 3-second penalty again, I believe. Check the penalty systems later on, but he's used a lot of his battery just to try and stay with Edzax.
Slowly pulling away, but the top 2 in the league of their own right now. Football now in the DRS of Charlie, but Charlie with way more ERS. So that's what he's going to do. He is going defensive quite early, trying to break the toe. Can Football launch it? Not quite. While Arno is getting past Zook as expected. And Wecker as well. Zook losing 2 positions on one straight.
I think Buelow had a little bit of a moment. He is ghosted on my screen. As he,
yes, yeah.
I think he's paused it, which is not allowed. Or has he paused it? Is that an actual AI? Yes, must be. But behind him, Arno is slowly catching up with Rackler. Surprisingly, he's behind him, with which I'm pretty sure got taken out on the first lap, and he's already up into 8th place. So he could challenge Arno, but he has got less battery compared to the Red Bull driver. As Evil Zook is slowly joining this battle as well for the lower end of the points. Yeah, Buelow's back again, so I don't know what the issue was there. Surely that is costing places. I'm pretty sure he was in 4th place as well. So he's dropped a lot of positions.
Yeah. Bobby and Edzax is also ghosted.
So is Bobby for me.
What is going on?
As Edzax is now out of ghosting.
There's been nothing about them disconnecting. Bobby said his game crashed.
Well, we had no. I mean, to be fair, I'm not getting anyone retiring in the pits, so it could be a little bit of a glitch on my end of people retiring or not.
Try to reconnect, but he only hears ghosted right now from me, so hopefully.
Oh, same with Football as well. He's now ghost.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time. What is happening with all those drivers?
This game has been out for quite a long time and it's still broken after all updates.
I haven't seen something like this before. This game. So many people ghosting at once.
Yeah, which I don't think is any of the driver's fault. I think it's quite like a deja vu back to 2020, I believe, where you just randomly just disconnected to the main lobby. So it might have something to do with that, but obviously it looks like Edzak is back up to P3 now. And well, football is still not back. I believe he's TV football, just changed his dead gamer tag.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is still ghosted, so Edzak may have a chance of getting P2. But to be honest, despite all the spins, they're all still pretty close together. Very surprising by that. Obviously there's a big gap between Glowstick and Senna, but Senna's doing quite well despite that big spin on lap 1. He's slowly closing back up to Evil Zook.
What kind of race do you have? You have Bulow right behind Arno, and you got Costa putting pressure on Edzak as well.
Right. Football and Bobby are back now in their cars. As you see a spin, looks like Arno, I think it is, and it is.
Yeah.
Saw that in the background, got on the power too early, I believe, unless he made contact with Rackler, maybe.
Bulow was right behind him. Maybe Bulow broke himself, but it could just be that Arno lost it under traction.
Well, Bulow's getting slowly under pressure by Rackler on the medium tyres, so the medium tyres have still got life at this stage with 10 laps in. We'll probably be looking
to see the first few stops in like 2 or 3 laps maybe.
From the medium tyre?
Yeah, from the medium tyre.
Yeah, it's probably the earliest stop, but you probably can go. Oh, Arno's retired in the pits, which is a shame because he was doing quite well. But yeah, unfortunate for him. Now we've got 13 drivers left, which, to be fair, I think that's a really good result compared to previous races. That's Rackler picking up another penalty.
If we would have had damage on, I think we would have had like 10 drivers left after lap 1. So
that is true.
In terms of driving standards, there needs to be some improvement.
Yeah, that's very true. So as Rackler is pressuring Bulow now, he's got no Barry left, but he's got DRS. Edzak defends, but here comes Rackler. Makes the move on Bulow, nice, but Bulow's got the inside line, keeps his nose in. Rackler holds around the outside, good drive from Bulow, but now it's turned to the inside for Rackler. He's going to push him out wide.
The outside, going to get pushed onto the curb, but he's still there. Beautiful fight that he's putting up. I think the Haas are gaining a bit more time on the mediums now.
Oh, there will be.
Still there. Still sending it. Close to contact. And eventually he got him as Costa as the first one from the lead to pit.
Yeah, he's the first man to pit. He's going to gain out of this, we'll find out. As I think Bulow and Rackler are still battling out. Rackler goes a little bit deep, still keeps position. Yellow flags again, which is Cassidy. Got a 3-second penalty.
No, that's Misano, that's 1-1. This I'm actually retired on the track.
Yeah, he's clearly had enough.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, Bobby is putting the pressure on Edzak, he's right behind him.
Yeah, I think
that's energy.
Yeah, these guys are really pushing now, coming up to the pit stops. Now they know Costa has pitted, so he's going to be a threat to these guys. But if they battle too much, they're going to lose time to Costa instantly. But Costa is on the hard tyres, so he's going to take a lap or two just to get them up to temperature.
I think Bobby is running a lot of wings because he was losing time compared to Edzak on the straight. But then he launched around the outside and he does make it work. So yeah, Bobby definitely running.
Edzak might do the switchback.
Opening for Edzak, Bobby goes defensive.
Yeah, good defensive drive and keep his line. And that should be job done for P3 at this moment. But who's going to be the first guy to pit? Maybe Edzak, just to get that place back in the pits. As you see, T-Rex overtakes Glowstick.
Oh no, Bobby is going in. He does take the ball out with him, so...
Keep it in the limit, as he does. Where's he going to be compared to the Mercedes driver? As they were really close on track.
He's going for the Haas as well as expected.
Mercedes is coming through the last corner now as Cassidy has spun in the background. Already in last place, not a good day for him.
Here comes Bobby, where's Costa? Costa is still going to be behind him, but Costa's tires will have a little bit more temperature in them, so Bobby is really going to struggle now through this first sector as Cassidy gets a penalty for speeding and retires. That's our sixth retirement of the night.
Yeah, look at that gap already. 3 tenths, 4 tenths in a few corners by Bobby's cold tyres, and he's already pretty much at the back of him. So, yeah. But I think the worst is done for Bobby now because it's all mainly straight. So hopefully he'll get those tyres up to temperature.
The undercut did not work out for Costa. He might have had a little bit of traffic as well, I'm not quite sure.
Senna is overtaking Evil Zook, but Evil Zook is still holding on. Got the inside line, breaks a little bit later as he gets the switch back on him. But now it turns down the inside. And the same guy, Barakla and Bueller up ahead there, still fighting on different tyres. Oh, but a little bit of wiggle from Bueller as Senna is still behind the Mercedes. Good racing so far.
And who's that coming in? I think that's Rekla. Yeah, Rekla, Edzak and Football are all coming into the pits now. As we have a sprint and that's Texax spun around again in turn 17 and 18.
Yeah, looks like Bobby has got those tyres up temperature now, but Costa is now with him with DRS.
Oh, and I think them two might actually get Edzak.
Which they do.
Yeah, Edzak is dropping back behind them, so...
And now he's going to have cold tyres as well, so that's going to he's going to struggle even more.
Yeah. So must have had a very bad lap on those mediums, as Zook and Sen still battling through the S's, and Zook still in front of the McLaren. I think the mediums are slowly losing their pace now. Yeah, but
they're going to lose time just by battling so much on old tyres as well, especially Senna after his spin. And you can see the back end slowly getting away from him, so he surely will be pitting this lap at least. And if he is pitting, he shouldn't really be fighting. That's a good camera angle that I'm trying to get. As he holds around the outside, just get ahead of his front wing there.
Finally got a move done on the Mercedes, but yeah, the mediums are definitely starting to drop off now. He should pit rather soon, same as Texax, who had about a billion spins so far in this race.
Yep, still hanging on though, unlike previous drivers.
Has lost a lot of time to
Bobby has done the inside of glow stick, and he's got the move done. Obviously glow stick has not pitted, so he's still going to have to pit on the mediums. As Sen comes in, and so does Evil Zook.
That's interesting. 15 laps on the mediums for Zook then, that's going to be quite difficult.
Yeah, but you've done 15 laps coming into this, and you got less than 15 to go. So, yeah, I think it's doable as Bueller takes a 3-second penalty. But Senna is going to be a sitting duck to him because the mediums get up to temperature quite nicely, unlike the hards, and you start off with a very twisty first sector.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see Zook just gonna catch up with those S's. Oh, actually not so much, both of them keeping about the same gap, but yeah, those mediums will come up to temperature faster than the hards, so that battle should resume very shortly. Meanwhile, we got Glowstick losing touch to Bobby, we got Rekla on the back of Texax. Texax yet to pit on those mediums.
Yeah, as Glowstick has got DRS on Bobby. Obviously, it's not really for race position because obviously Glowstick will have to pit. So it'll be quite interesting where he comes out. As Rekla has gone around the outside of T-Rex, but they've made contact, I believe.
I think Texax just lost completely under traction. I think his tyres are completely done at this point.
Well, he is the only one on old medium tyres, so this could be curtains for him unless he's going to carry on, which I hope he does. just for our commentator's sake, to be honest. As Rackler gets a 3-second penalty again, I'm pretty sure he's in the double digits as T-Rex has gone wide. But now he's gone back into the pits. Is he going to stick to the limit? Yes, he is. Hopefully he can carry on. But yeah, it's a shame for him. Hopefully he hasn't practiced that much to be in that position.
Sure, there's for him to come. So it's fairly spread out now. Sam is just ducking underneath 1 second of Rackler.
Yeah, the closest battle is them two, and obviously Edzax and Costa might be battling just very shortly. But yeah, now it's finally just settling down ever so sudden. So for pre-season, I'm guessing this is the only pre-season of the season, or we haven't.
Yep, this will be the only pre-season before we get started next week in Bahrain.
So I hope everyone's been practicing and obviously getting the right setup, and this is just a good demonstration of how smooth you can on the tyres. But apart from some drivers getting penalties, more than half the grid have got penalties, so it just proves this is such a good game.
It's good to say from Sen. Sen completely lost his back end under braking. Great save from him there. But yeah, hopefully drivers will put in enough practice for Bahrain. Hopefully more than they did for Coda, because Swiss does look a bit challenging.
Ooh, Charlie's got his free. Yeah, I think he's pushing his now just to get the mediums on. But Rackler has got 12 seconds penalties. Wow.
Sen diving it on him, Rackler sees it. That's a good awareness from Rackler there to see that dive coming. Sen gets it done. But yeah, I think Charlie is probably going to put either this or next lap, because like 12-11 laps on mediums is definitely possible. As we have a yellow flag and Taxwax is 1 round.
And he's pitted as well, so after being on the hards, and now he's done and dusted with 10 drivers now still running.
So if this would be a proper race, at least everybody would be getting points. So yay.
Smashing. But I mean, I have to give some credit to him because he actually is still hanging out on there despite all the spins he's done. So I can't really complain too much. I mean, I'm the expert of DNFs, to be honest. But a lovely camera shot of Charlie just powering away up front of the helicopter cam, which I'm really a big fan of. I mean, I wish you can actually have a personal helicopter cam, which will be
where you can
so much.
select which kind of cam it is. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. If I was just a personal streamer, I would just have it on that mode all day.
Yeah.
No onboards, just helicopter cam. As our onboard glow stick with the same helicopter cam. It's a shame he's just doing his own race on a fresh medium, so hopefully see if we can get fastest lap, whereas Bobby's got a 3-second penalty.
Let me check the penalties really quickly, see where everybody's at. So Charlie is on 3 seconds, Sen is on 3 seconds. Budo, Bobby and Glowstick are on 6 seconds, Evil Zook just got up to 9 seconds, and Rackler, as you've already mentioned, 12 seconds of penalties, so yeah, quite challenging, I guess, this track with the track limits, because there are quite a few blank corners.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the first sector is pretty easy to get a penalty, because obviously you're coming up at fast, sweeping left, right corners, like Maggot to Beckett, but more challenging, and you pretty much have just to send it, because if you need to correct, you're just going to lose time, so you got to commit to your line. But unfortunately, to some of these drivers, just hasn't been to be. But luckily, it's only pre-season. But as we see, Edzax and Costa are finally having a battle, and Evil Zook and Rackler. So those are the two battles so far.
Charlo and Budo both in, so both the leaders are in. Where Charlie gonna come out? actually going to be a bit closer with football, I think.
Can do, but as Charlie is comfortably ahead. Right, Charlie, do not bottle it. Okay?
Now you jinxed him. I was going to bottle it. 3,
oh
2,
dear.
1.
No one's watching you, Charlie. No one's watching you. Yeah, it's alright.
Absolutely no one.
TV football is not closing in or nothing.
His time is stuck on 15.7 seconds. I'm not sure if that's quite correct.
Yeah. F122, you gotta love it. But the gap between football and Bobby is pretty legit. As it's the time is just stuck on 15.7 seconds. Hopefully it's not like that to these drivers.
But yeah, Bobby is definitely going to fight football here for P2 because I think P1 is pretty much secured for Charlie. As long
Well,
as
here comes Buelow on a fresh medium set, going past Evil Zig down the inside.
Easy move.
As Rackler is slowly falling, just hanging on to that 1 second on hard tyres. As Evil Zig is just put on the power too much just to stay with him. I think tried to do like a little undercut to Buelow, but he backfired on him. So now he's down to 9th place. Hopefully he won't be under pressure by Glowstick with those messy tyres. Battle for the wooden spoon. We'll see. As Charlie is now finally fixed his Delta. It's now
one again.
Yeah, Evil Zig is now plumb last now.
Gotta be really careful with those hot tires. Doesn't have the first win.
I mean, the battle he just had with Buelow, I just seen Buelow in the background where Evil Zig is now. That just shows how much time you can lose by spinning with the dirty tyres. It's just so painful to watch and even to endure, so it's not a nice feeling. But we just have to live with that for now, as Charlie is just pulling away now. Despite having 3 seconds, he's got that gap to football. But football is pulling away from Bobby though. So
my only guy on track seems to be P4 between Edzak and Kostya.
Yep, Edzak has got the DRS on him, so he might just chill behind him and recharge that battery and attack later during the race. As Costa is pretty much on 40% of battery compared to Edzak, who is pretty much on 40% battery as well. As we see Sen is getting threats from Buelow ever so slightly, 1.1 seconds the gap between them two, as Charlie has pushed the fastest lap as a 36.2 I believe. So he's absolutely flying, but he doesn't want to push too much because we know he could just spin any I mean, I'm trying not to laugh when I just mention it like that, as Rackler has got another 3 second penalty. What's the as Evil Zig has spun again. I was going to
disqualified when you get like 10 penalties, I think. So
which is
halfway there.
What is about 21 seconds? 27.
Would be about 30 seconds in total. So if he has 15 now, he'd be about halfway there. Or it might be earlier, I'm not quite sure.
And I think Evil Zig's calling it a day. After pretty much a good result to start with, but it ends up like this. He's not retiring though, actually. So I'm guessing he's going to go for fastest lap on the softs, is he?
Yeah.
So I think he's going to get the fastest lap on maybe and just call it a night. As Bobby has closed up to football. Unless there was a mistake, because the gap was really significantly big. I think pretty sure it's 3 seconds as Bobby. Oh, he actually made it. Yeah, he did. Bobby made a really reckless dive bomb on football. Thankfully, he managed to keep it on the road. Hopefully, he's got a second chance, but keep it clean, boys. It's getting close to the end of this race, and it's only pre-season.
Yeah. Got a bunch of players siding up now. Bureau on the back of Sen.
and Sen's catching up to Edzax and Costa, so could have a four-way fight for 4th place.
Yep.
As Costa's going defensive quite early, but Bulow is making a...
It's getting forced to be inside though quite aggressively. Still gets past. Cutback.
The Bane wheels slightly, but they managed to keep it relatively clean.
I mean, to be honest, a bit of side-by-side battling that we had, for the most part, has been clean. The only problem was really drivers just bottling it on their own.
And the thing is though, would they still be clean battles if they had damage on? Because there were quite a few rough battles, like earlier on with TV Football and Bobby. I think Bobby would have had damage to his front wing with that dive bomb the previous lap.
True, but apart from that, there's only been like a bit of wheel banging here and there, but I wouldn't say too much reckless. Driving as Edzax is going forward, of course they're around the outside. Can he hang it around the outside? No, he's just going to fat right into such stops. Still stays there though. Now as we inside for turn 13, and gets done.
Yeah, but now Bulow's right at the back of these guys now.
Oh, look at the
Costa's got more battery out of all of them so far. So he's probably playing the waiting game, but he spun!
He got a little bit too wide, got on the dusty part of the racetrack.
Yeah, he's probably done the undercut, I believe, on Edzax, unless he got a little touch from Bulow. I wasn't on the right camera angle for that.
I don't think he did. I think he just lost it being too far on the outside, like so many drivers already in this race.
Oh, just keep your head, mate. Just get to the line. I know it's for 4th place, but it's just one of those things. Because I think some of these, like, your mind thinks the car can hang on, but you just forget they don't have a grip rear end on these cars, do you? Your mind just goes out of the window when you're in a scenario like that.
On old tires, with a bit of fuel in your car, you know, it always feels like, especially through long corners like that, that your car's right on the knife edge of the grip, and sometimes you just overestimate the compare.
Yeah, as we're on Edzax's rear wing camera angle, see what the distance is of. Yeah, on soft tyres by the way, so it's really no surprise. But I think he just wants to prove a point of what he can do. It's just not his day on this track, unfortunately. But Bulow didn't really catch up on that DRS, so it must be. Oh, it's making a little dive bomb there. Beautiful. Luckily, Edzax managed to see him.
That was absolutely beautiful from him.
Right, but now he's under pressure now. Now he's got to be the guy who actually pulls away with low battery and probably very worn tyres now. As you can see, his back end wanted to get away from him there. And now Edzax can probably just chill behind him till with maybe 2 laps to go.
It's going to be a very good fight for P4. Meanwhile, but for P2 leading up with again just 3 tanks behind Football and Bobby.
As Bobby cuts a corner there, yeah. Well, it's worked for him. TV Football's going really slow.
Yeah, I think Bobby's just carrying a lot more wing than Football, but that means that on the straight under DRS he isn't really catching up to them.
Well, we see Senna pressuring Edzax now.
Yep.
So something's happened to Edzax. He's just lost some pace all of a sudden. He's probably still in range of Bulow's DRS to defend. But again, Bulow is flashing, so he's going to be desyncing down the straight. So how much can Edzax close up? Very much so, actually. Is he going to make a move here? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Very close though, but Senna's keeping an eye on these two.
But now Bulow should have better tyres as Bobby and Football.
Oh, I think they collided again.
Yeah, because Bobby set it on him.
Keep it on the road, guys. You're literally at the end. As Charlie is now just cruising now with 7.3 seconds. Yep, as said, has gone past Edzax. So I think Edzax has lost some performance on these hard tyres. He's not really used.
Oh, Bobby! Oh god, that was a good dive from Bobby and good awareness from football, but he absolutely sent that.
Will, you don't have to be side by side.
Football is still keeping the position. I'm very surprised by football coming up from F4, battling for P2 in F2 like that. He's showing some great pace right now.
Yeah, and I think Bobby was one of the challengers for the F3 title.
Yeah.
And he's getting, I wouldn't say outdone, but he's getting challenged by the F4 driver. Where did, I don't know if you would know, but where did football finish in F4?
I checked that yesterday when he did replacements. I can't remember for the life of me where he finished. I remember Steven saying that he was bloody fast. And we see that today.
And he's not, is he not the champion then?
No, JB won the championship. The absolute unit.
And football's in F2 holding back an F3 challenger.
Yeah.
And he's just dropped him. Unless Bobby made a little mistake putting the power down, but yeah, Bobby's putting pressure on him, but football's actually holding it really well. FCC, Edzak is still trying to hold on to that 1 second, but after a little wheel spin, I think Sen has just got away from him now. Probably have to settle for P6. I think this is pretty much the majority racing order on track at least.
Yep. The Edzak is dropping off from Sen, he can't hold his tires.
So, the main battle is for P2 with Bobby and football, pretty much. Yep. In the most dying laps. Hopefully they will keep it clean.
Yeah, you can just see Bobby has more grip through the edges, but messes up his line a little bit. Sen gets the penalty.
Yeah, I think just trying to. Yeah, I think just trying to stay with Bueller, but it's not working for him. But he's got a good gap to Edzak, so there's no threat from behind. But Bobby is coming back at football again in the DRS.
Look at that, football is even pulling away on the straight. So Bobby must run some massive things in his car.
Excuse me.
I'm checking the
stats. They have used
P4 in F4. But he only
finished P4?
Yeah, but he only joined like 4 races in or 5 races in.
See, I know what made just driving through. From an F4 driver challenging P2 in F2.
P3.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, P2 and P3, yeah.
Little swine, but he's doing a good job to hold on for P2. But Bobby is putting all the pressure in, but he is going off track limits a little bit, Bobby, so he's getting looks like he's getting a little bit desperate.
And even if Bobby gets past, remember he does have a bunch of penalties. I think he is 6 seconds from the penalties. So football basically just has to keep his tires within track limits, and he should be good.
Yeah, he can pretty much drive with one hand if he wants to. He's so smooth on the track. Pretty much one of the 3 that doesn't even have penalties. So he might, obviously, this race is just all one-off, and you can just see Charlie just run away with it. But with safety cars and obviously people crashing out, he might have a very good chance of challenging for the title, football here.
I remember he was in AI for a few laps, and I think he lost like 2
Yeah, as Bobby goes down the inside.
Oh, that's a lunge.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a...
That was... Yeah, I think he's getting desperate now. No.
I think he did let him through though, I believe. But now he's got DRS.
That's the reason why some F3 drivers didn't necessarily like Bobby that much last season. And football...
I mean, I don't really need to say anything. I mean, he ignored my text mentioning about what happened in Monza, so... Oh no, that's a little bit naughty.
No,
that's naughty, Bobby.
Yeah, shouldn't do that. Now he's taking him through again. Sen has caught up to Bueller, so I think Bueller's tires are starting to drop off as well. So it's going to be better coming our way.
As football letting him through, unless he had to let him through.
I think he hadn't gotten illegal overtake, but Bobby, fair enough, kudos to him, does let him through again, because I think he realised that was a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, just a reminder, Bobby, if that was a real race, you might get penalised for that, and plus you would have gave both of you damage, so please take that in note for future races, please? If you watch this back, of course.
Then, and Budo spun on the apex of turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
Some kind of issue there.
I don't think he was under pressure, and Bobby gets another free-second
Sen was
penalty.
right behind him, so I think he did have a bit of pressure. I'm not sure if Sen hit him or if he just lost it on his own.
Well, the gap was pretty big, unless that was just...
No, Sen did catch up to him, it was like in half a second. He was getting quite close because Budo was seemingly struggling on those mediums now.
As Charlie, after that battle for P2, Charlie's just run away with it completely now. With 1.5 laps to go, it's pretty much a basic race for him. Pretty much, would you say Vettel dominance from Charlie here?
It is quite reminiscent, isn't it? Pulling out like 1 or 2 seconds in the first few laps and then just staying out front. I can really remind me of Vettel again. Now I'm sad again.
He's probably going to complain about something knowing him. As ABC, Bobby and football fighting again. Obviously, Bobby took it a little bit more cleaner this time.
Yeah, I think he's still going to try to send it on that last lap.
Yeah, I think they will.
Flag, and that's Budo spun around, so his tyres must be absolutely done.
But now he's Costa now. He might actually challenge Budo with his tyres overheating. Which he will. Oh, but the dirty air with Costa has just spun him right round. With the new designs on these cars, it doesn't really benefit much. Really, no matter how close you are, you're still going to get that dirty air, not gripping your front car enough.
It actually feels like on this game the dirty air is a little bit more of a thing compared to last game.
Compared to real life, anyway.
Was never much of a thing at the beginning. Maybe it's actually moved a little bit closer to what it's like in real life.
Yeah, but now we're on the last lap now. Charlie with a 12-second lead he's probably going to go for the fastest lap here using his overtake. But now what's going to happen for second place on track at least?
Energy.
Yeah, but I think obviously Bobby has not got that straight line speed even with DRS.
He can close quite a bit on the brakes thanks to his downforce, and he's going to close again in this last sector. I don't think he's going to.
He's not as close as he was. He looks more closer now, but he's going to show his nose. No, he's not. So I think that could have been his chance now. But what a beautiful drive from football, just in general, with no penalties and with the connection issues. I don't know if we're doing any drive of the day, but he is surely my drive of the day. As Charlie wins the USA pre-season race ahead of season 16 with TV football with no penalties into P2, followed by Bobby, Senna, Ed Zax, who's probably going to get P4 on penalties. He's got P3. Wow.
Damn.
By 2 seconds, pretty much. And here comes Bulo. After a very tough fight, managed to hold off a P6, followed by Rackler P7. Costa got up to P6.
Good shot from him.
And here comes Glowstick and Evil Zeke. That's probably your race finish from the top 10. Yep. For a pre-season race and with 10 drivers, it's been pretty okay.
Yeah,
especially
I mean, we still managed to gather some data considering the pace. I think overall, looking at the grid, I think we just selected quite well. You know, there isn't like anyone that's massively slower. Lizano maybe, but he had a lot of spins. I think he's getting used to no assists. And I think if you wouldn't have had some of those spins and some of those connection issues, someone could have actually challenged Charlie up front. So I think overall, as long as everybody keeps it clean, we should have a fairly exciting season.
Well, hopefully, but we did have a few cars off on the first lap, of course. But hopefully everyone will sort themselves out. Basically, get into a few lobby races and just see how your car feels in that. But now, Charlie is on the top step of the podium, heading into season... oh, crap. Sorry. That was poor, I was holding that in. But, yeah, Charlie is on the top step of the podium on the pre-season racing. The USA Grand Prix, heading into season 16. It's on. He's probably will be in this league, but we just have to wait and see for other results. But at the moment, it's a good start for him.
I'm gonna quickly check all the race laps, all the lap times, just for data gathering.
Yep.
Just check with the other commentators. We will not be hosting any interviews, but it is only pre-season. And because we don't want to hear Charlie, because he's just an annoying posh boy. We love you, Charlie, you know it.
Yeah, so does Butler with his Happy Meal. But that's it for the pre-season for FRL. Next time will be next week, I believe.
Yep, in Bahrain for the first round. Until then, we might move the grids around a bit, depending on what the pace differences within the tiers look like.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. But at the minute, it's Charlie's on is leading the way for F2 for now. But that's it for FRL Live pre-season, and we will see you next week at 7 o'clock UK time in round 1 in Bahrain, and hopefully there'll be a lot of action waiting for us to see. So from tonight, it's good night from me, Michael F1, and good night from T-Hawk.
No.
Bye.